Hello folks, Snake here with another figure review. Today we have got the SH Figuarts Dragon Ball Z Trunks. Man, this was one that is long awaited, a fan favourite. I'm not quite sure why Trunks is such a fan favourite. It might be due to the sword. I do not know. I do like Trunks. He is one of my favourites. He's not my personal favourite character. He is my best friend's personal favourite. But yeah, I don't know why he's so popular. But he is a very cool and very badass character, even though there's like this little jacket thing going on here, but we'll just ignore that, yeah. So, onto the figure itself. Now, this is one of the shortest SH Figuarts I actually own, but what he lacks in size, he makes up for in accessories. Now, I'm just going to pop him to one side there, and I'm going to try and show you these, but it's all open so they can fall out any time. Look at all of this. Sweet Jesus. Accessory wise, he comes with the holster for his sword, the sleeve, a spare sword handle, we'll show you that in a sec, a total of 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 faces, 2 heads, a standard and a Super Saiyan. See, I wish they did that for all of them rather than having to get like 3 separate Gokus. And then count these hands. You've got 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12 hands. Now they're not all sets. These are sets, but these two are both right hands. I couldn't figure out for the longest time, but he has 2 right sword opening hands, and I couldn't figure out why. And then it finally dawned on me. This one is at a bit more of an angle like that, whereas this one is more like that. So it's for when you have him wanting to have him really point that sword out. That's when you go for that one. And this bottom one is a thumbs up. So we got a thumbsy. You see he's got the different heads. These ones have Super Saiyan eyes and eyebrows, and these ones have the purple eyes, the blue eyes and purple eyebrows to match his hair, or pinky purple, whatever colour you want to call that. My Trunks unfortunately is slightly broken. This here. This is the peg which goes in the back of his sheath, and it then pegs into his actual back. Just there, you see where that hole is? It goes in there. But, you know, I've attached it fine and it stays there fine. It's a bit loose, but it's fine. But it comes off fine. It unpegs here. Let's get your nail into it though. It's quite firm. There you go. And this is a soft plier rubber, so it shouldn't break with any luck. But I just peg straight back in there. There's a fly in my room. Go away. But here's a sheath. It's pretty decent, solid. And then his sword, as you can see, is in there. Oh, he only has this little part of the sword to look like it's in there, but the actual sword itself, please don't let anything else come out. As you can see, just doesn't go. To be honest, it probably could, but it's solid. But the sword is actually longer than the sheath. But the sword itself is really well painted. Lovely silver throughout the blade, and the grip's got a nice brown wrap around it. Bit of paint bleed on the handle there, but apart from this side, it looks really, really nice. It's a very iconic sword, I don't know why. And like this just holds in there like that to give the illusion of the sword in there. Okay, size comparison. Trunks stands to the top of his head just under 5 inches, to the top of his hair 5 3/4 inches. Some usual suspects: Marvel Legends Bucky Cap, Marvel Legends Hyperion. Man, this guy towers him. Marvel Legends Spider-Girl, she also towers him. Marvel Legends Ultimate Captain America, Marvel Legends Superior Spider-Man, and then for the SH Figuarts, Vegeta, Goku, Piccolo, and Cell. And man, these guys are actually really well in scale with each other, because Piccolo is taller than Goku, and Goku is taller than Vegeta, and Vegeta is taller than Trunks. Now, like I've said in my previous videos, that all of my SH Figuarts collection is going away. I'm doing a trade with the YouTube channel WeRToyBoxHero, whose name is Brave, and he's a very sound guy. We've been chatting for quite a while and worked out a really sweet deal. I hope we both get what we want, and I'm looking forward to getting your stuff, bud. I hope you love these guys. They are awesome. And I'm crying. Send them away to you. No, they really are amazing figures. I am sad to let them go, but as I said in my previous video, import figures are just not my cup of tea. They are amazing figures, but I just love Marvel Legends too much. So I'm coming away from imports. And if I want these characters, which I will do, I'm going to make my own. So stay tuned for them. Okay, so let's get back onto this guy. Now, the sculpting in this guy is actually really, really good. And the paint apps is amazing. First off, let's look at this hair. Now you see he has the purple hair in this one, whereas the other head has the obviously Super Saiyan hair. And his jacket is really well cool. These actually look stitched in there. Seams going all the way around. Little Capsule Corp logo there, which came out really nice. The stitching in the coat looks really cool. The trousers look absolutely amazing. These are the kind of knees Goku should have got. These are so much better. Krillin's got these as well. They should have revamped Goku and given him these, because the Goku's are probably my biggest gripe is the knees. His belt looks really cool. Nice paint details in there as well. And along with his little boots. Very, very cool. This jacket's become somewhat iconic. I don't know why, but really is an amazing, amazing figure. Now let's have a look at these hands and heads. Okay, so the two heads he comes with, as you can see, is one is his normal hair and one is his Super Saiyan hair. Now he does come a total of 8 faces, but technically he comes with 4 faces. Each head has the same face but different colour eyebrows and eyes, and I'll show you. If you look at these face sculpts, they're identical face sculpts, just with different colour eyes and eyebrows. I'll grab 2 more for an example. See his open one. This one has a little slight chip on his nose. Go away, fly. But apart from that, they're identical. Well, there's a difference. The Super Saiyan ones have a slot in the top of the head. But you can see they're all the same. Again, Super Saiyan ones, top of the head. To change the head, face, you need to take the hair. And it just pegs off there. And that doesn't look funny at all. Unpeg the face. Wow, that was really in there. See, just 2 big pegs go in there. Grab the right appropriate face. This is the purple eyes. Peg that in there. And then peg the hair back in the 3 places. For the Super Saiyan one, it will be slightly different. The hair should go up. As you see, it goes in there, in the forehead and in the hair. So it goes up, not out. Remove the face, same kind of peg system in there. And then just, oh, getting the wrong face here. Peg that in there, and then push the hair down. Make sure it all looks seamless, and then voila. So you can have him charging up, going wah, and then ha. Yeah, that's all the animation you're getting from me. I just realised when I counted those hands, I didn't include his fists. So here's a close up on his fists. Really well sculpted, great details in the knuckles. Added some nice skin wrinkles. I don't think Goku's had them, so that's really well done. Then we have his 2 open hands for holding the sword. As you see, they're at a slight angle. I was actually incorrect earlier. He has 2 angled hands for holding the sword, and then one kind of, I'll just grab it. If I show you these side by side, you see the angle of it is different. The knuckles are a lot more flatter compared to the ridge or the cut. So this is for holding it like upright. I'll show you these holding it with the sword. Then he has 2 little big bang hands. Very cool. I don't know, my camera's going to yellow, sorry guys. Some really great detail in the knuckles and the ridges there. They all actually have a really nice paint app on them, and I don't know how well it's coming over in camera, but they've got some shading just on the knuckles. Then we have the same as everyone else has, the open key hands. These are small obviously, really well detailed, look absolutely amazing. Then he has these kind of open hands. I'm not sure what these would be for. Maybe for a key, I guess, I'm not too sure. But again, really well sculpted, really nice. And then he has these 2 hands, which he uses when he's doing his, I can't remember what the attack's called, but attack he uses on Freezer. Very cool hands, really well sculpted. Kind of wish Goku came with some of these, because he stands a lot with his hands like that. And then the last hand we have is his thumbs up hand. Eee. So to put his hands on, you very simply make sure you get the peg in just right. If you do it at a slight off angle, when you put pressure on it, they will just go down. So get it upright, apply pressure, but not like firm, but not too much. You don't want to break it. So just be firm but gentle, that's what I say. So he's hitching a ride. Just show you that again. We'll grab one of these cup hands. There you go, firm but gentle, and they go on really easy. And the head, to change that, pull. Again, same principle, make sure that's straight up. You see the hole in there? Line it up and peg, and it sits just nice. The coat is non-removable, so you have to work with that. And it's slightly pliable, but it is quite rigid at the same time. Okay guys, it's articulation time. Like the other ones, the head is on a ball, so you can get a bit of a pivot in it. You can rotate it around, but it's on a hinge on there. Now it is quite considerably hindered by his collar, which is unfortunate. Shame you can't get it quite. That's as best you can do, so that's as high as he looks up. He looks down, all the way down to his chest. He doesn't have a neck articulation this time. The hinge doesn't rotate in this one, so you won't be able to rotate it around to get him to look up at any other angle. But he really can't look up that much. His coat does hinder it quite a lot. Now, the shoulders are the same as the other ones, so you get that kind of, they're balled into about here. So you can go down that much, up that much. You can actually go past the jacket, and you can go forward that much and back that much. Now, I was curious about these because they looked like they were just cut joints, but they are actually ball joints, and they work and hide really well. Very impressed with these, but no one really explained them before. If I zoom in here, if I bring the light in, so you can see there's just enough room for the jacket to fit around the ball. So that's how you get him to have his arm bent forward. And that looks really natural, it looks really good. The only time it looks a bit ugly is when you bend it out like that. But I think it's a really great concept, and it works really well. And I think they've done the same things for the Power Rangers. I haven't obviously seen them in hand. So he has a ball disc. He can go around 360 degrees. You can get it closer, but pretty much that's as far close you can get it. If you rotate it, you can bring it a bit more straight up. But you can rotate around 360 degrees. You can come out like that high really well, and then, like I said, a bicep cut, but you can't go all the way around, so you can only go from there to there. But you know, that's more than ample. I can get his hand behind his back like that, straight down, more than ample. Double bend in the elbow. This one is one of my least favourites. It's just too much of a gap there. They needed something to cover it. They did it on the knee pads. See, they covered it. They should have done that on the elbows, in my opinion. And that's my least favourite part about this whole figure, is the elbow. And then on the wrist you have a rotation in the coat, so you can rotate that around like that. You also have a hinge, so you can go up that high, down that high, and then you can rotate the hand itself, so you can face it around 360 degrees pretty much. Now he has an upper torso point of articulation, and he can go back that far with it, but forward quite far. So if I get the arms out of the way, that's forward, and that's back. And you can rotate it as well. I'd probably go 360, but I wouldn't want to. And then he has rotation, or he has another diaphragm joint. I don't know what to call it. It's like a double ball joint above the belt. So you can bend it forward with the top one as well. You can bend them over that much. And work in conjunction, you can bend them back that far. This one doesn't pop, so it won't go up or down. You can rotate around 360, and I think the belt is a softer rubber. Yeah, it is. So bring his arms back down. He has those hinged T-cuts. So that's all the way down, and that's all the way up. See the hinge in there? No? It's hard to show you. There you go, there's the hinge. So when it's down, he has a Spartan of that. Terrified he's going to snap. And he has a split of that. He has upper thigh rotation, but due to the mould, you can go around that far that way, and that far that way. So you can get it going like cross-legged, so that's pretty cool. There's a double bend in the knee, which is really good. It looks very natural, and it looks really good. Very happy with that. Nothing in the boot, but then he has that kind of same thing in the wrist. So you can rotate the hinge here at the top of the boot, so 360 degree, and then you can point from there to there, but then you can also pivot inside the shoe, much like a new Marvel Legends. So you can go to there, maybe further if you went around, if you really needed to. And he has toe articulation, but it's not massive. So one of the more flexible figures, I think, and really very, very cool. Get into some truly decent poses. I've had plenty of requests on my Facebook group for this guy. Okay, so while I've got these hands on, I chose to give him this sword holding hands to show you how he holds that. Okay, so to get the sword in his hand is a bit finessey. I'm going to take it off and show you, to be honest. You kind of have to get it in his finger and just wiggle it around. Now he does hold it really well, but I don't like how you have to kind of warp it around. Now this is the one that's straight, and if I show you that out, like that's as straight as that one goes. Compared with that one, as you can see, it's a lot steeper on an angle. But it does hold it really well, and it looks very, very cool. As you can see, his sheath doesn't get in the way at all. These guys just truly amazing, so poseable, really great figures, and I cannot recommend him enough. Now this guy is one of the more expensive ones ranging out there. You are lucky to find him cheaper than, say, I don't even know, like £100. I feel I'm letting him go a bit cheap, but you know, like I said to you earlier guys in previous videos, they're not for me, so I'm happy that I'm getting something that I want out of them. Anyway guys, that's my review. If you've enjoyed this video, please drop me a like. Please leave any comments down below. Please subscribe, and you know the routine guys, I'll be catching you in my next one. Thanks for watching guys, bye bye. With the YouTube channel